Girl, let me tell you, I love myself. And I know what you're thinking when I say that. She's so vain, she's so... No. A lot of society thinks that to love oneself means to not be loving others. And that could not be farther from the truth. When you truly love yourself, it gives you the energy, the means, and the blueprint to love others wholeheartedly. And it's not this constant battle between you and everyone else. It all starts with small intentional actions that lift you up. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the 6 self-love habits that have changed the way I show up in my work, relationships, and health. Hey friends! And for those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel where I grace ambitious women with all things self-love. And if you're ready to show up confidently, radiantly, and more purposefully in your life, keep watching. The first thing I do to show myself some love is I check in with myself daily. Usually, I'll do so at a minimum of 3 times a day. At the beginning of the day, I'll try to set myself up for success. I'll do a little meditation, say some affirmations, get myself ready and in the mental space to really take on the day. Midday, I'll check in with myself and see how I'm feeling. Do things to kind of see if I need to recalibrate my nervous system. Because some days are more stressful than others. So if I need to, especially on those busier days, I'll get myself some tea and calm down, take a few sips, do a little deep breath, and just realign myself with where I want to be feeling wise. No more anxiety like halfway through the day that carries on to the rest of the day. And at night, usually in the evenings or right before I go to bed, I'll make sure to practice gratitude and really reflect on my day. Mainly focus on the positive things, but also reflect on the things that I would have liked to go better and see if there's anything that I could do to maybe move forward in the future, or see if it's something that I need to let go so I can make room for the other good things that are coming tomorrow. The second thing I do to show myself some love is I do things that actually bring me joy. Like, how many times do we do things because we feel like we need to do them, like it's an obligation, it's a responsibility. And then there are times that we do things because we're just tired, not necessarily because we enjoy them. Like, you may think that you enjoy watching Netflix day after day, but does it really bring you joy, or is it just something to do? Is it just a passive thing that you can do to just decompress from the day? And maybe you love watching a good movie. Like, if that is your thing, you do you. But for most of us, I feel like it's just become this default. I love to read. What? If you asked me a year ago, that would never be a thing on my list, but it is something that now brings me so much joy. I also love baking, though that's something that I need to start practicing a little more because I've kind of put it on the back burner lately and I've tried to do things that are more easier, but I really love baking and I would love to incorporate it into my weeks a little more. And the other thing that I love to do, and this is not in any particular order by the way, but I love spending time with my family. Whether it's my little close family unit in the household or broader like extended family, I just love spending time with them, especially if we do like this really nice, just loving dinner. So once you figure out the things that actually really bring you joy, you're going to want to actually schedule them in. Don't leave them to, next month, next year, when things get less crazy. No. Schedule it in now, or at least as soon as you can. It will really help light you up in the season that you're currently in. The third thing I do to show myself some love is something that I think a lot of us don't consider to be a self-love practice, and that is making time for the things that bring you closer to your goals. I think a lot of the times people will group especially like work-related goals in terms of like, that's my professional life, and that's not necessarily a self-love activity, but it is, because your goals should be yours. And That's a big thing that you have to do too, is you have to make sure that you're not trying to live for other people, but you're also being aware of the fact that you have needs and you have things that you want, and that you should be able to make the time in your life to fulfill them too. So whether these goals are personal or professional, you have to make time for them, because in doing that, you're showing yourself that you actually care about the things that you say you want to do and the things that you want to achieve for yourself. For me, this looks like working on my fitness, but not doing so in like this really like intense way. I used to be a hit girly. Now I'm more of like a calm cardio. Like I will do longer periods of cardio instead of doing short like HIIT workouts, and that works for me in my current season. Another thing I did to work closer towards my goal is I just invested into a course that will help me with my business, and so I'm currently in the process of learning and implementing. So yeah, should be fun. We'll see. The fourth thing that I suggest you do to, show yourself some self-love is to invest in yourself. And with this, I'm not only talking about physical things, but yes, that can be a thing too. But more so, I'm talking about investing in yourself in ways that nobody can take away from you. Like things like your education. This could look like investing in a course, or maybe a personal development book, or maybe also investing in tools that will work with you. That could be maybe a timeless, versatile planner that works with you in any season of your life. Shameless plug, not gonna lie, but check it out in the description below. Number 5 would be to prioritize your wellness. Taking care of myself has become such a big priority because you can't fill from an empty cup, as you all know, and when you're not taking care of yourself, you really, your ability to help others becomes very, very limited. So in terms of what I'm doing is I'm focusing on my fitness and I'm focusing on what I put into my body. With my fitness goals, I am taking a very, a softer approach. It's not an approach that's do this really rigid and intense workouts for a short period of time and then stop after you've reached your goal and never look at fitness again. That used to be me. Now I'm working at having a more sustainable fitness routine that will carry me into the long term. One that will carry me into a season where maybe the goal isn't necessarily to lose weight, but the goal might be to maintain a really balanced and fulfilling fitness routine that allows me to, lift my children up who get heavier every single day. And also to just maintain a body that is strong and healthy. I've also gotten really adamant about knowing what I'm putting into my body and being sure that the things that I put in my body are actually helping me and giving me the energy I need to actually go through my day. Sometimes I'll have the same breakfast for multiple days because I know I'm getting the protein and the energy that I need to actually get done what I need to get done. And that's what I've been doing, and it's been working, and I find that I have so much energy. I have also upped my water intake significantly. It's something that I now prioritize. So instead of having juice every day, which I still have some juice here and there, but I found that having water has really reduced the amount of headaches I've had over the past couple of months. Compared to maybe 6 months ago, I've had maybe 1 or 2 headaches as opposed to having one every other day. And for me, that is a huge, huge change. I've definitely become better at working with my body as opposed to working against it. And the 6th thing that I do to show myself some love is that I make time for connection. Sometimes people can be really draining, okay? So now I make sure that I'm also making time for the people who fill my cup. This could be an outing, maybe getting your nails done with a girlfriend. Or it can also be something you do at home that's very low maintenance, or maybe something super fun. Me and my family, we love to host game nights, we love to host dinners, and it just gives us all this time to get together and have fun and kind of just decompress. And we're doing it in a way that also allows us to make these amazing memories with each other that will really carry us into the future when we're looking back on our lives. We look at the people who've been there for us, who we've had these wonderful moments with, and it really brings some fulfillment along the way. I have been in the midst of burnout, and I've also been on the other side of it. Incorporating self-care daily has not only allowed me to now be able to avoid burnout, but it has also allowed me to really live this joyful and fulfilling life. I highly suggest adding even just one self-care activity to your day and see how it impacts your mood, your mind, and the rest of your activities. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. As always, if you're looking for more support and encouragement on your unique journey, don't forget to subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.